Welcome to another edition of the podcast known as Blending the Family. I am your host, Tommy Maloney, and today is Parenting Tip Tuesday. However, we're not going to do a parenting tip. On the contrary, we're going to do something a little different, and I might make this going forward for a while, a series. But for today's Parenting Tip Tuesday, we're going to call it How to Be Better at Being a Husband. How to be better at being a husband. Say that 10 times fast. I can't tell you how to be a better wife because I'm a husband, a dad. So today's parenting tip is going to be geared towards how to help your relationship out, okay? As a coach, I like to help as best I can, and hopefully you'll be sitting there, maybe in the car, maybe you're walking the dog, walking the iguana, I don't know. But what I've come up with hopefully will help you and your significant other in your relationship. Okay, so here we go. Here's number one. Show affection towards your significant other. And bonus points is if you can make the kids say, ew, gross, or get a room. So show your significant other affection. Yes, some people might just go to the kissing, but giving them a hug, or maybe just holding their hand as you're walking through the grocery store, or you're walking through the mall, or even as you're driving. Show your significant other some affection. Okay, that's number one. Number two, the little things, okay? The little things. I will admit I haven't done this in a while, but I used to leave little like sticky notes, the little yellow notes around the house for my wife as I would travel for work. So, it doesn't have to be, you don't have to write a dissertation on these little notes. Just let them know you're thinking of them, or let them know how sexy you think they are, or just a simple "I love you." Here's a little side note. I used to do this for the kids as well, and I took it to another level many years ago. I would send postcards back to the family. So there you go. So little things. Number one, notes. Number two, I like to call this just because. Just because flowers. It doesn't always have to be an occasion to bring flowers home. Listen, I go to the grocery store and they have a section, and I think the prices have gone up, but they used to be like, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm let's not say cheap, we'll say savvy buyer. We'll say savvy buyer, but I would get, flowers under $5, but I think they've gone up. But I would just get flowers from time to time, just because. The next thing is, this is something I did last year, finally. I had been writing this journal for my wife, oh my gosh, for almost 3 years. I am embarrassed to say that I had started this journal and hoping to have it done within a year, less than a year, and give it to her as a gift. Well, I eventually did. But what was in the journal, you're asking? It was not just little things like gratitude, why I was grateful for her, but positive things, okay? Even on a Monday, catching the first flight out of Denver airport and being mad because we got into an argument, I would still find something positive, okay? So that's the second one, the third one, journal. Create a journal together. Write in it, write it every day, okay? But again, why do you love your significant other, okay? This is a little one I thought of. I know they talked about the power of 3. This is a fourth one. And this is what I like to do is have the coffee ready to go the next morning. So, tonight I'll have the coffee ready for the next day. That's also one of the little things, but also making dinner for your significant other. Tonight, I'll be making fish tacos, and I'm not a really good cook, but my wife has been working all day, and it's nice to have already thought of what's for dinner, and number two, to cook. Okay, so again, that was under the title of The Little Things. So notes, flowers, journal, having coffee ready to go the next day, and dinner. All right, number three. Recent podcast episode, I had Jay Deischer on, and Jay's a writer, and he's written for Huffington Post, Esquire, I can't remember what else. But anyway, when I was talking with him, he talked about how they don't do enough date nights. So, how to be better at being a husband? Date night. Now, here's what I came up with. And I used our world examples. So, for example, we live in northern Colorado, and one of the places my wife thoroughly enjoys going to is Estes Park, Colorado. So we'll do a day trip. It takes about an hour to get up there, and we'll just spend most of the day up there walking around the little shops. It's a very touristy town. It's a really cute town. It's also the entrance to the Rocky Mountain National Park, and you can do hikes up there. So that's the second one was we've done hikes, and then after we've done the hike, the good thing is a lot of the places we go to, the watering holes, are dog friendly. So if we've hiked with our dog Otis, we can bring him with. So we'd go hiking, and then afterward go stop, have an adult beverage, or have coffee, or what have you. But enjoy spending quality time together. Number three, events. They don't always have to be, $1 million ideas. For example, my wife and I recently went to an event that one of the local distilleries here called 477 Distillery put on an event on educating people about their bourbon, how to make bourbon, how to make flavored bourbon, things of that nature, the history, the laws. Oh my gosh, laws were crazy, insane. And we also found out that a lot of your favorite vodkas come from the state of Indiana. That's all I'm going to say about that. So events. A good friend of mine was texting her last night. Her and her boyfriend were at a cooking class. So do events. Find something, even if it's something that you both don't really enjoy, but want to learn how to do it. Does that make sense? So attend events. Go out. There are times where there might be a charity event and you get to get all dialed up. Put on a suit and tie. Things like that, okay? So those are just 3 areas on how to be better at being a husband. Number 1, again, show affection. Number 2, the little things. Number 3, and probably more important, is date night. Keep that fire burning. Enjoy each other, okay? Your homework tonight is going to be one little thing, and that is just show some affection. That's it. All right. Well, thanks for listening to this Parenting Tip Tuesday podcast episode of Blending the Family. I hope you learned something. I hope this is something that was beneficial to you. Reach out to me at tommy@blendingthefamily.com and let me know. Maybe you have some ideas that I can share with our audience, our listeners. That'd be great. And as Terry Crews would say, your success is my success.